All right, welcome to another episode of Bench. I'm your host, Maurice, and with me today, I got my other cousin up in the building, Anthony. Now, Anthony, man, you have a powerful testimony to share. And I'm going to just throw the question out because I want you to dive right into it. I'm going to give you space to speak. Let everybody know, what does your bench life look like? Like, what does it look like for you after the ball? All right, man. So everything now, after everything, it looks divine. I didn't retire from the ball. I'm gonna be honest about mine. I lost the ball due to pride, ego, old infected wounds, and drugs, man. So I want to share this. This is very important to share to a lot of young folks that's coming in the game. My biggest blessing became my biggest burden because I was not mentally positioned in the right position. I was still in the hood, but I was physically out of the hood. I was still living in the past, but physically in the future. Man, I'm telling y'all, catch this, man. I had to go through darkness to get to the light. I had to go through the shame, the humiliation, the ego, being stripped from the ego in order to get that healing and that purpose fulfilled in my life. So, I can remember the time where I had overdosed. And I don't know, man. Like, that was a big scare for me. I had like a out of body experience. I was able to see myself. I'm just looking there, foaming at the mouth, man. It was a scary sight for me. So I just saw myself like I was dead. I was gone. Like, everything was wasted. It was it was an eye opener for me. And I'm like, man, what in the world? And so from that day, man, I did. Somebody called the hospital, and they got me in the hospital. When I was conscious, and I knew, everything that went on, and things of that nature, man. I cried out to God, man, and that day I got myself together. That day was a day of my breakthrough for me, and it took me about 2 or 3 years to get healed, to get renewed, in Christ. And once I was prepped and prepared, God is so good. He sent in my wife. Now, my wife is a psychiatrist, and let me tell you something. Don't let that innocent face and all that stuff. Y'all see when she got her 2 cents. Don't let her looks fool you, man. She is stern when she got to be, and I saw, I was healed, I was on the straight and narrow, but I still had a little player play in me. So when I went to see my wife, I was just like, oh shoot, you know what I'm saying? A little bit, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of that stuff started flying out the door. I started trying to maneuver back into the old me, and let me tell you something, my wife, man, she shut it down. She was like, look, I ain't got time for mind games. Either you want healing or you got to go. So she was really, really, really stern on me. She ain't take no stuff from me. Like, she came 100. You weren't about to play games with her. And back then I thought, like, dang, why this woman so mean? Why she so evil? Who made her like this? Who made her bitter and stuff? And it wasn't she was bitter. She was protecting what I was trying to take from her. And I was trying to take, her peace, because I wasn't coming with peace. I was coming with, old rusted game. And, what I was trying to do. Like, yeah, I know what you were trying to do. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, my wife, she was strong in Christ. She knew who she was. So, won't nobody else gonna come in and tell her who she was. So I believe with God and replenishing myself with God and getting a relationship with God right after with my wife, I could say life has been very, very, very divine. I've used my testimony, me and my wife, we go out and we go to YMCAs, we have seminars, we just give back to the community with my testimony, and her testimony as well. I'll let her speak on her own stuff, but we share our testimony with upcoming gifted, basketball players. and we share and make sure we prepare them for the position mentally. And it has been effective, man. So like I say, everything happened for a reason. I wouldn't change anything, because it made me the man I am today. And man, I just want to say, Anthony, you came a long way, man. Okay, you came a long way. And the fact that you can sit here in your right mind and be able to sit here, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't come back from overdose, man. That's a serious thing. So for God to give you another chance to get yourself together, get a relationship with Him, it's an awesome thing, man. I thank you for coming and sharing your testimony. And until next time, this is Benched.